Hello there. Today I will show you how does a diesel common rail injector work. Now, as you can see, well, this one is very broken, as much as it can be. It fills the whole cylinder. Well, you can't use it anymore. This is the whole injector. It squirts fuel to the cylinder. This is the tip of the injector, which controls how much fuel is going into the cylinder to make a good burn process or something like that. This is the needle. You lift the needle to squirt the fuel. The camera can't pick up it. Well, you can almost see it. Here is a small hole where I'm pointing with a pick, from which it injects fuel, the sprayer here. All around it there is 5 to 6 holes to squirt equally into the cylinder walls. Well, this is the function of this little piece. It's held in by this clamp, but as you can see, it was blown by. It wasn't fully seated. That's one of the consequences with bad injectors. Now, this is a tube. As you can see, here it pushes the needle. If enough force is applied, this will come and stick, and well, you get the point. This is inside of this tube. There are small shafts in which goes the fuel to the cylinder, and which fuel is not used, it comes back from this hole to the top, through here, and to the return pipes, which connect here. Now the top of the injector is quite messy. Here are all the parts. Firstly, this spring goes inside, not inside here, inside of this. Where did the spring go? Here. For tension, because there's inside. You can. Well, you can see that there's a pin, and the springs controls the back pressure, like that. Then you have a rolled piece which pushes on this. The electromagnetic forces close and open. Basically, it's a big electromagnet. Like the newer injectors from Euro 7 or higher standards use piezo elements. This one is electromagnetical. It uses about from 90 to 120 volts to open and close this piece. Well, it's the basis. I didn't say it will be a very. Now, this is the upper half opener, which controls everything. Here you have a small bead and a spacer to not get the thing stuck for everything. Now, to put it almost together, we have this spacer which goes underneath it. I won't put the ball inside or anything. And here, this is the simple thing. It opens and closes. when electricity is applied to this half, it opens, creates a magnet, which pulls everything up. By pulling everything up, you open the needle to let the fuel flow into the cylinder. As you can see, this injector is quite burnt. It doesn't have a nice face. It's burned right here. And you can simply determine how much the vehicle is being on the motorway for how long by this. New injectors are, well, have a face which is equal, and when you run it, it gets hot, well, no, steel corrodes and eats off this face. Well, this isn't a very show and tell video, but it will be the basics. All the fuel that gets back into the return lines exits through this hole. Focus. Here. We have a small hole, which returns all the way through the little pump. This pins to turbulate the fuel for better spreadage. This goes here, and everything screws back in place with this one, with this little nut. I won't put it together because it's junk anyway, and I don't need it anymore. But the principle is that the engine ran very poorly. As you can see, somebody before us tried to remove the injector. They didn't succeed. When they applied force, they didn't apply to this step. When you remove the injector, you can't, don't even try, don't. You will break the injector. Small cracks will appear in the metal. Pull from only this. You need to remove all the inside insert. Then put a special tool which grips this and inside too. Then you can pull with equal force to get the injector out. Well, if your injector stuck, you're in for a big bill. In my country, it's up to 90 euros to take out a stuck injector. But always you can try yourself, like this man tried and failed when he replaced, well, not replaced. Firstly, he took the injector out because he had blow-by through the copper washer that's beneath this. When you see the injector, this needs to see too, because the gas, well, you know how combustion engines work, will expand and blow by this not very fine surface. You need a copper washer to completely seal it. And when it burns or something, the copper washer burns out and you need to replace it because the lack of power, fuel inside your, well, rocker cover, or even worse, the smell of the onboard diesel inside of your car, you need to replace them. This injector was pulled and put back together, replace the copper washer, as the owner tells us. You know, the owner tells us, but it doesn't mean it is that way. Puts it back, fuel leaks everywhere, the injector leaks, we test it again, the injector is not fine, the injector is damaged. It has micro cracks within the metal from being hard pulled. Well, somehow my video just made berserkers. My camera failed. Said it has too little space on it, which is not. It has 128 gigs of storage. But as I said, the injector has cracks all over, micro cracks. You can't see it with the naked eye, but if you X-ray it, you will see very clearly. And he had to replace the injector. Well, that's it. It's a very simple injector. This is a Bosch. It came from a Mercedes-Benz, I recall it, if I recall correctly. 2 liter. Yes, a 2 liter. But as you can see, take care of your diesel engine. No matter the cost, it will cost you a great penny to replace with new injectors. New injectors cost between 300 and maybe 1,000, even more. Dollars, euros, everything works. And even the engine can be damaged. PSA, like Peugeot, Citroën, they have a very, how do you say it, a very weak point in the connecting rods. If the injector breaks and puts a whole lot of fuel into the cylinder, you can get hydrolocked. Conrods get bent, carnage all over the engine. Valve guides, not guides but rockers, get braked. Well, you get the point. All becomes wrecked. You will have a very large bill, so please, take care of your engine. Change the oil. Use better fuel. Don't put it from the gas can every time. Clean it. Well, have a nice day. See you.